Pour one out. For our boy. He was a real one. He was a real one. For anyone who played it proper, as much as people shit talk him, anyone who actually played it proper, followed the guide and played it in Trade League, knows we lost a good one today. We lost it in spirit with the change to delirium farming, skittering not being so lucrative with the change to scarabs, and the diviner orbs not giving so many stacked decks. But now, we lost it in flesh, with the changes to the passive tree, the war banner, to the nerfs on champion. Rest in peace to our boy Corrupting Fever. It was a good one. Somehow, Corrupting Fever got a pretty big nerf in the patch notes. I didn't see it coming. I figured there'd be a ton of things before it, but it's all kind of loosely and adjacent, with champion kind of getting targeted alongside a couple other random things. Overall, it's probably time to retire our boy. He lost about 20 to 25% damage. Can't really get that back. We lost some reduced life cost on the passive tree. One of only 3 passive wheels on the tree that actually provided us some damage and a little bit of life on kill. Along with that reduced life cost wheel that we lost, our life costs were already barely manageable. Losing that life recovery, and now on champion, losing some attack speed and stun immunity, which we now have to invest to. That's about all the cuts this build can take. Sweet dreams, my prince. Protect the sky and wait for me, as I'll wait for you in heaven. Dead is gone. Whoop whoop. Okay, not really though. Okay, they gutted a lot of DD builds. Apparently Archmage DD, there's some stuff going around. It's still playable. I just wish nobody would make anything about it. It's so unnecessary. Please. Okay, nobody needs that. Nobody needs DD, whatever the hell POB you're making. Okay, just let it die. Just do anything else. Make any other POB, any other ability. Put it on Archmage, okay? There's so many. So many. Why the would you put DD on there now, okay? Just leave it alone. It's completely Jover for most of the DD Corpse Explode builds. A lot of big hits alongside Fizz Shift, Divine Blessing, Corpse Changes. Even just regular Witch Casters are a lot less appealing, especially when you look at all the juicy toys everybody else got. Speaking of which, Maw got hit pretty big too. There's some neat stuff you can do with marionettes, but I never had a chance to do any of that in Affliction League, so can't really make a build around a setup I didn't really get a chance to feel out, and especially with a build like Maw where it kind of has to be comfy, or it's pretty rough, right? Maybe we can revisit it like midway through the league. But yeah, you lost Ash from Infernal Cry. You'd have to make up somewhere else, which is doable, right? But lost a Malevolence on a Divine Blessing, lost some Fizz Shift. Now you're a bit squishier. You don't really get to do too much endurance charge stuff. And when I look at bottom side of the tree builds, all the free block, the free endurance charges, free max res and armor, which just ain't looking as good. And for the last one, Boneshatter. Surprisingly, Boneshatter didn't get too much from the patch notes. This ability used both totems, and losing them both, it didn't really get too compensated, and then some, like everything else did. With attack speeds being so much lower, you losing your lingering totem buff, attack speed from rage, some weird tree swap positionings. It just makes it so much less appealing compared with all the other winners from the patch notes. And that's not to say it got dumpstered, right? It's not dumpstered. It's still totally playable, you know, whatever. You probably, God, and with the mana changes too, you, oh God. You had like, you might even life tap, right? Like that's something, you might just life tap stuff, right? Like how many points are you going to spend? How many points are you going to spend on the tree to get your mana costs to be manageable now versus just giving up a link? That is actually kind of annoying. I don't know why they did that. That is a little frustrating. But they're like, oh, by the way, or whatever. It's just same old compared with all the shiny new toys, the slams, the exerts, the bleed, perfect agony, all that fun stuff. In summary, I'm kind of f***ed right now. Okay, I'm scrambling for something new. I'm going crazy. I'm having like dreams and nightmares. I'm trying to write something down. I Oh, shield crush, gladiator, crit, chieftain, ignite, shield charge, juggernaut, general cry, tectonic slam of cataclysm, bleed earthquake. Hey, you know, that's generic. Okay, I'm sure that ain't that bad. Yeah, I'm really coping on a ignite, shield, something or another build. The big cope is the new glacial shield swipe ability. We don't have that gem info yet, but okay, I'll tell you what. You've got the retaliation skill that uses the weapon when you have a weapon and a shield, right? You have a sword and axe, sword or axe plus shield. It uses your weapon for that retaliation. You've got the other retaliation skill for dual wield that uses both weapons. You've got the third retaliation skill. It's just a spell. It's just a fucking spell. Okay. Okay. The fourth one says you hit stuff with your shield, right? This one actually hits with your shield. So I'm really coping that it does Giga Dam. We get a big hit and we can ignite with that big hit. Okay. Maybe. Just how fun would that be, man? I want to play something like Ignite Vortex again. I love Ignite. I love proliferation, explosions. You know, it's great to have that like skating on ice play style, and if I can get shield charge clear with some retaliation, whatever the hell, for single target, it might actually be kind of fun. Yeah, I don't know. Otherwise, maybe some Zerker slams. Although, I feel like if I'm going to do slam, I just want to do it like a big bleed or something, right? Like bleed seems fun, dude. Seems comfy. Maybe some perfect agony poison stuff. You do perfect agony, maybe ignite, but like the thing is, you just can't inflict ailments unless you crit. And so your explosions and your ignite prolif, they don't really work together. Your explosions can't ignite because your explosions aren't critting. So that kind of sucks, right? The always ignite from Elementalist does not override the nevers, right? The always is always overridden by the never. At least generally in PoE, there was that glove example, Hands of Free Throw. They did bug fix that though. Honestly, it's going to be fun for you guys. So many new builds, so many random things, all the Warden stuff, all the Glad stuff. But for your boy, like it's struggling here, dude. Scrambling. It's just spending so much time trying to find a nice new comfy build. Something to replace CF Chant for me. But hey, when push comes to shove, can always go by old ways. Play whatever the cat cooks up. That Frostblaze of Catty Basis. Who knows? Wait till the dust settles. POB updates with the skill gems, and I can mess around with stuff without having to do so much goddamn napkin math and control F'ing on the patch notes. Let me know if you guys are cooking anything. Could use more chefs in the kitchen. Okay, I'll see you guys in the next one. All right, rest in peace.